Good morning, children. So last we have seen the what is the meaning of the democracy and which form of government is better, arguments for the democracy and arguments against the democracy also we have seen. Now let us see how the democracy is helpful in making the decision, how democracy is better than the other forms of the government. Let us see. Because it allows us to correct its own mistakes, right? Whatever the mistakes it has done, it can be corrected in the democracy. Compared to the others, it can be corrected very easily in the democracy. As we saw above, there is no guarantee that mistakes cannot be made in democracy. No form of government can guarantee that. The advantage in a democracy is that such mistakes cannot be hidden for a long time. So what happened? Any mistakes which is done in the democracy can be corrected very easily. It cannot be hidden. It can be corrected very easily by taking. There is no guarantee that we cannot correct the mistakes. No, it is not like that. We can correct the mistakes by there is a space for public discussion on these mistakes. Yes, any mistake is going to happen, there is a space for the public discussion and there is a room for correction also. Either the rurals have to change their decision or the rurals can be changed. Here they can, the rurals means the ministers can change their decisions, or the ministers also can be changed if the change do not happen. This cannot happen in a non-democratic government. Yes, this does not happens in a non-democratic government. Let us sum up it up. Democracy cannot get us everything and is not the solution to all problems. So democracy cannot get us everything and is not the solution to all problems. Democracy is not the solution for all problems, but it is clearly better than any other alternative that we know it. Comparing to the other alternatives, democracy is a better alternative. It is a better solution compared to the others. It offers better chances of a good decision. It is likely to respect people's own wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together. Yes, it is the better option when we compare with the different types of the options, different types of the choices. This democracy is the best alternative or the best solution for the problems which we are having in the countries. What happens here? People of the different what we can say caste, people of the different religion, they are made to all live together. They learn to respect the others decisions, right? Even when it fails to do some things, it allows a way of correcting its mistakes and offers more dignity to all the citizens. So here what is happening is it is the allows the way for correcting of its mistakes. So whatever you make the mistakes, it allows the way to correct the mistakes and it offers you more dignity to all the citizens. That is why democracy is considered the best form of government. So what happens here? Every individual gets his own dignity. Here the dignity is not harmed. So this democratic government we are going to call it as a best form of government. We voters are angry and we are not going to take it anymore. Here the person is telling, they stole our money. The liberals have been arrogant. So on June 28th, we are going to do what the Canadians do best. Here you can see they have broken our trust in government. So on June 28th, we are going to do what the Canadians do best. We are going to vote them back in. So here what happens here? The voters are angry and were not going to take it anymore. This is the first one. Second one is telling the liberals have been arrogant. The liberals means the persons, the leaders have become arrogant. They have broken the trust in our government. They have broken the trust. They stole our money. So on June 28th, we are going to do what Canadians do best. So what Canadians are doing, we are going to do it. We are going to vote them back in. So this is happening here. After knowing they have done all these things, but still what we do, we again go for them for the voting. So this should not be done. We should not again vote them. We should bring another different set of leaders. We should remove that leader, and in his place we should bring the another leaders. So let us see broad meaning of democracy. In this chapter, we have considered in the meaning of the democracy in a limited and descriptive sense. Here we have considered the meaning of the democracy in a limited and the descriptive sense. We have understood democracy as a form of government. This way of defining democracy helps us to identify a clear set of minimal features that a democracy must have. So what the democracy must have, that minimal features we are going to consider it, or we are going to see here. The most common form that democracy takes in our times is that of a representative democracy. So what type of democracy we are expecting? We are going to expect a representative type of the democracy. You have already read about this in the previous classes. In the countries we call democracy, all the people do not rule. A majority is allowed to take decisions on behalf of all the people. Even the majority does not rule directly. The majority of the people rule through their elected representatives. So what happens in a democracy? It is not that the majority of people are ruling the country. The majority of people are going to rule the country through their elected representatives. This means that the elected representatives of the majority of the people are going to rule the country. Once 1000 ಮಂದಿ ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಇದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿನ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. This become necessary because modern democracy involves such a large number of people that is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decision. So in modern democracy, what is happening? It involves such a large number of people that is physically impossible people for them to sit together and take a collective decision. So in our country, how much is the population? 130 crores population. All this population, can it sit together in one place and take a decision? No, not at all, not possible. So for that, their elected representatives are going to take the decision on behalf of them. Do you understand? Next one, even if they could, the citizens does not have the time, the desire or the skills to take part in all the decisions. So what happens here? Even if they want to take it also, what happens? That citizens do not have the time. They are not having the time. They are not having the desires. They are not having the skills to take part in all the decisions. They are not interested. Some are not interested. Some don't have the time. Some don't have that much of the skills to take part in the decisions. This gives us a clear but minimal understanding of democracy. This shows what? This gives us very clear, right, but minimal understanding of the democracy. This clarity helps us to distinguish democracies from non-democracies. So this characteristics tells us that first characteristics was that there are majority of number of people. In modern democracy, there are large number of people that is physically impossible for all of them to sit together and take a collective decision. That is more not possible. This is the first thing. Second one, citizen does not have the time, the desire and the skills to take part in all the decisions. So this is the second one. Third one is, even if they could, the citizen does not have the time, the desire and the skills. What happens? These two are the points. They are not having it. Even though if they want also, some do not have the interest, some do not have the time, and some do not have the skills to take the decisions. This gives us what? A clear but minimal understanding of the democracy. This clarity help us to distinguish democracies from what? From the democratic type of government to non-democratic type of government. But it does not allow us to distinguish between a democracy and a good democracy. So here it is not telling about the points about the democracy and a good democracy. Let us see here: unity, democracy. You can see this picture: unity, democracy, secularism, equality, industrial growth, economic progress, trade, foreign collaboration, export increase. We have passenger cars, computers, mobile phones, right, pagers, etc. Thus there has been spectacular progress, and now we are determined to remove poverty, provide drinking water, shelter, food, schools and hospitals. So because of this democracy, what happens? These are all the things which are happening in the country. All these things are progressing in our country. Let us see: allows us to operation of democracy beyond the government. For this we need to turn to broader meanings of the democracy. Let us see the broader meaning of the democracy. Broader andre doddadri, broader meaning of the democracy. Sometimes we use democracy for organizations other than the government. Just read these statements: we are very democratic family. We are a very democratic family. Whenever a decision has to be taken, we all sit down and arrive at a consensus. My opinion matters as much as my father's. So we are in the, here the boy is telling that we are in a democratic family. We all sit together whenever we have to take a decision. My opinion also matters as much as my fathers. So my opinion also in my family they are considering as they consider my father's opinion. So this is a democratic family. Here all are sitting together and they are finding the solutions to their problems, right? So here the boy is saying that as my father gives the opinion, as it matters so much, like if I also give the opinion, that also matters the same. I don't like teachers who do not allow students to speak and ask questions in the class. I would like to have the teachers with a democratic temperament. Yes, this is most important. Teachers should have a democratic temperament. They should listen to their students. If they ask the questions, they have to answer. They have to speak to the students. Whenever they have any doubts, the doubts should be cleared, right? The teacher should not say that don't come up to the school with the doubts. They should clear the doubts of the students, because we are in a democratic world. Here everyone has the right to ask the question. His questions, his doubts should be clarified by whom? By the teacher. One leader and his family members decide everything in this party. How can they talk of democracy? One leader and his family members decide everything in this party. So this has that party, it has become national parties, they have become the family party. That should not happen. Here one leader with his son as the president, with his daughter as the member of parliament, daughter-in-law as the member of parliament, son-in-law as the member of parliament. Like that, if there is a family party system going on, then what is the use, right? It should not happen like that. One leader and his family members decide everything in this party. That should not happen. Then how we can talk about the democracy? How we can tell about the democracy? These ways of using the word democracy go back to its basic sense of a method of taking decisions. So again, like the king's rule, when there was a king's rule, that time what happened? The king's son, the king's legal heir is to become the next king. So it is same like that here. That should not happen. These ways what we are talking about, the democracy and all, that should be removed out. That should not be there in the world or in the country, right? A democratic decision involves consultation with the consent of all those who are affected by that decisions. So by that decision, if they are affected, for example, the farmers' protest is going on. Now the farmers' decision should be taken into account. when you are going to take the decision on the farmers. When you are going to take the decision on industrial workers, you have to take the account of the industrial workers only. If you take consider farmers also, no use. So when you are talking about the farmers, you take the farmers decision, you take the farmers opinion. When you are going to take the decision on industries, that time you have to take the decision of the industrial workers, like that. This can apply to a government or a family or any other organization. So this is going to apply to all, to the government, or it is going to apply to the family or any other organization. About whose topic we are discussing, those people's opinion matter a lot. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, 6th ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, 8th ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, 9th ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೆಂಗೈತಪ್ಪ, ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾರ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿತೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ, whom they have to ask? To you. They should not take the decision on their own. So like these things are there. The democracy is also a principle that can be applied to any sphere of life. So democracy, it is also a principle that can be applied in any sphere of life. Any sphere means in any phase of life it can be applied. Sometimes we use the word democracy not to describe any existing government, but to set up an ideal standard that all democracies must aim to become. So sometimes we use the word democracy not to describe any existing government ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರನ್ನ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅನ್ನಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ an ideal standard that all democracy must aim to become. So an ideal standard they have to set up for the democracy. True democracy will come to this country only when no one goes hungry to bed. Yes, this is very important. When we call about true democracy, what is the true democracy? When any person is going to bed without the hunger, that we are going to call it as a democracy. Because you are telling the democracy is the best solution for all the problems, but still in our country what we are seeing? We are seeing the poverty. We see the poverty in our country. So to remove the poverty, you are telling that democracy is the best what you can say, best weapon, best tool in order to eradicate the poverty from India. Then the poverty, then why there is a poverty? Even though we are telling that there is the democracy is the best alternative, best solution, then why there is poverty in India? So if there is a true democracy, then what happens? Poverty would have gone away from India. Nobody would have slept in hunger. Nobody has got to bed in the hunger. In a democracy, every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. So in a democracy, what is happening? Every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. So in decision making, they have to play equal roles. For this, you need just an equal right to vote. So equal right to vote. There is no partiality between the rich and poor. Everyone has the equal right to vote in the country. Every citizen needs to have equal information, basic education, equal resources, and a lot of commitment. So these are very much necessary. Every citizen in India, what he needs to have equal information regarding what the basic education, equal resources, and lot of commitments. Everyone needs to have these information. When you are calling a country to a democratic country, then we need to have all these informations. Every citizen need to have equal information, basic education, equal resources, and a lot of commitment. If we take these ideals seriously, there than no country in the world is a democracy. So when we take this all ideas very seriously, then we find that there is no democracy in the world. In no country we can consider it as a democratic country. Yet an understanding of democracy as an ideal reminds us of why we value democracy. It enables us to judge an existing democracy and identify its weakness. So what happens that when we talk about the ideal democracy, that time we see that there are weaknesses also in the democracy, and to judge that weaknesses, what we need the ideal democracy. It helps us to distinguish between a minimal democracy and a good democracy. So which is going to help you, right, which is going to make you to difference between what ideal democracy as well as the minimal democracy and a good democracy. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಗುಡ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿನ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಲ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ. ಹೌದಿಲ್ರಿ? ಒಂದು ಚಲೋ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್, ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ ನೀವು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೋ ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್, ದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೋ ಗುಡ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ from Dharwad, you bring one apple from Bagalkot, then you can tell this, Dharwad apple is a good apple, Bagalkot apple is a minimal apple. Like how you differentiate? Because you got one ideal fruit, ideal apple from Kashmir, which is of the very good quality. There is no any match between anything. This apple is the standard apple, very good quality apple. So when you compare that apple with the Dharwad apple, you told that this apple is good apple, not that much of the Kashmir apple. And Bagalkot apple, minimal qualities are there, okay, not bad but minimal good, right? Minimum it is good. So like that we are going to tell about the democracy also when we compare it to what? When we compare it to the ideal democracy. In this book, we do not deal much with this expanded notion of democracy. Our focus here is with some core institutional features of democracy as a form of government. So where is our focus? Our focus is some core institutional features of the democracy as a form of government. So where we are focusing? We are focusing on the democracy as an important core of the government. At this stage we just need to note that democracy can apply to many spheres of life and that democracy can take many forms. So democracy can be applied to many spheres of life and that democracy can take any form, right? Any spheres of life ಅಂದರೆ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ನಾಗ ನಾವು ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿನ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ youth days, or maybe in the olden days. So at any stage you can apply the democracy to your life. And also what you can say, democracy can take in any form. It may be the democracy means it may be the teacher in the school, how the organization runs. If it is considering the opinion of the teachers also, then yes, definitely it is the beauty of the democracy, right? If it is not considering, then what type of organization it is? It is a dictatorship organization where the boss is telling and all the employees are forced to follow it, right? So democracy you can inculcate or you can adopt in any form, right? In any organization, in any industry you can apply it. You can apply it to the family also. You can apply it to the any of the organization, any of the institution. It may be a public or the private. You can apply it in any sphere of your life also. In the childhood days, in the younger days, in the olden days, you can apply the democracy. There can be various ways of taking decisions in a democratic manner as long as the basic principle of consultation on equal basis is accepted. Yes, basic consultation, right, and acceptation of the things is considered. Now you are seeing the buses drivers and conductors are on strike. Why they are doing the strike? Because of the less payment, not good payment compared to all the payments in the country. Their payment is very less, so they are doing it. They are demanding the government to listen to their demands, to fulfill their demands. So like that, equal basis. Now it's the responsibility of the government to hear the voice of the drivers and the conductors, because they are also the citizens of our country. They are also the citizens of our Karnataka state. They have to listen to them and they have to accept their demands and try to fulfill their demands and remove the obstacles, remove the problems which they are facing, solve the problems which they are facing. For doing 4 hours of OT, they are paid only for 2 hours. So all these things, overtime duty they are doing for 4 hours, and how much hours they are paid? Only for 2 hours they are paid. So all these things, harassments and all, it should be, the problems should be solved by whom? By the government. Chapter 3, but if the community is small, there can be other ways of taking democratic decisions. So when the community is small, that time there are also other ways to take the decisions. All the people can sit together and take decisions directly. When the community is small, in the village, how much will be the population? It will be around 10,000 or 5,000 people, or sometimes 2,000, 3,000 people only. That time they all can sit together and they can take the decisions directly. This is how Grama Sabha should work in the village. This is how, what here it is telling, Grama Sabhas should work in the villages. Can you think of some other democratic ways of decision making? So let us see what are the other ways of making the decisions in the country. This is also means that no country is a perfect democracy. The features of democracy that we discussed in this chapter provide only the minimum conditions of a democracy. Here what we can see or what we hear is that it is providing only the minimal form of the democracy. Right? Here only it is talking about the minimal democracy. According to that, there is no democracy which is more, which is what you can say perfect, or which is not the perfect. We don't find any perfect democracy in anywhere in the world. All are only the, what you can say, all are having their own problems. Even though there is a democratic type of government or form of government, what we are seeing, there are problems in those type of governments or in those forms of government also. Every democracy has to try to realize the ideals of a democratic decision making. Yes, what they have to think of? They have to think of making the democratic decision making should be there. People should take, they have to take the collective information of all the communities, take their support, and then take any decision in their constituency. ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಮ್ಮಿಗ್ಲೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಸಿಡ್ರೇಷನ್ಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟೀಸು, ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗಗಳ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು, ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿದ ಅವ್ರೇನಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ರೀಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕನ್ಸಿಡ್ರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ decisions in the democratic country. On their own they cannot form any opinion. Do you understand? So here what happens here, this cannot be achieved once and for all. This requires a constant effort to save and strengthen democratic forms of decision making. At once for all you cannot come to the decisions, you cannot take the decisions. What you have to do, you have to sit together. It requires a constant, what you can say, constant efforts have been put in order to achieve, in order to strengthen the democratic forms of decision making. ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಆಲ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಒನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡಿ ಏನು ಬರಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ನಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್. ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ country. So the decision making should not lie only with the one person telling something and others all finding it, yes it is correct, we have to do it. It should not happen like that. It should be, the decision should be of all the people, right? What we do as citizens can make a difference to making our country more or less democratic. So what, as the citizens, what decisions we are taking that makes the country democratic or non-democratic. ಈ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ must and should participate in the decision making process. decision making process ನಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಬಂದಾಗ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇ ಎಸ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ decision, I don't want this decision in my country. You should not tell like that. Now farmers are doing the strike regarding the farmers law, so these things should not happen, right? The government has to consider the farmers opinion when they are making any decision regarding the farmers. They have to consider the opinion of the industrial workers when they are making the decisions regarding the industrial workers. ಸೊ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಚಲೋನ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಜನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ದಂಗ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ. So this is both, the strength is also the same and the weakness of the democracy is also same. I told you some good decisions. Now Narendra Modi ji had done very good decision regarding the farmers law, but some people are not going to accept it. They are protesting against it. Some people found it, yes it is very good law, but some people say that oh no, we are not going to accept this law. So like this, it is both the strength and it is the weakness also. ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ satisfy ಮಾಡೋದು it is not an easy, because in our India it is 130 crores population and all don't have the same notion, same sense of thinking, same things are not there, they vary, they are different from person to person, right? So what happens, so any decision taking in the India it is not an easy job. ಶೇಂಗಾ ತಿಂದಂಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಅಲ್ರಿ, ಭಾಳ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ದು ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೀಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಈಸಿ ಜಾಬ್. ಸುರೇಶ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರು ನಾಳೆನ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕನಸು ಬಿತ್ತು ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸಾಲಿ ತೆಗಿಯೋನು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಈಸಿ ಜಾಬ್. He has to take the opinion of the experts. He has to take the opinion of the heads of the various departments. ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಐತ್ರಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, BO ಆಫೀಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ರೈಟ್? ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಒನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಈಸಿ ಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ರಿ, ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ದೇರ್ ವರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 20%. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ, ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಟು ದ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ವಲ್ರು, ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ರೀ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಅಂಜುತ್ತಾರ, ಕೊರೋನಾ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ಕತಿ, 8 ಲಕ್ಷ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಖರ್ಚಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಲೈಫದ ಸಂಬಂಧ 1 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಏನೈತ್ರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಏನದ, ನಮಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚೈತಿ. 1 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಡುಗರದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆದರೂ ಚಿಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸಾಲಿಗೆ ಕಳ್ಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸು ಅದಾರ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. This is what distinguished democracy form from other governments. Sorry, here it is. The fate of the country depends not just on what rulers do, but mainly on what as citizens we do. Here the fate of the democracy is going to depend on what, not what the rulers are doing, but also as the citizens what we are doing. ಈಗೇನು ಮಾಡಾಕತ್ತೀವ್ರಿ ನಾವು ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕುಡಿಯೋದು, ಇಸ್ಪಿಟ್ ಆಡೋದು, ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಂದಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಸಿಗಾಕತ್ತೈತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗಾತೈತಿ, ಅದು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಲೋನ್ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾರ. ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋದು ಮಂದಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದು ಕೂಡ ಕುಡಿಯಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. As a citizens, as a democracy, our government is giving lot of benefits. Then who has to utilize those benefits? Who has to make the profits from those benefits? It is the citizens. We have to do the profits from the citizens. As a citizens, we have to make profits on our own. ರೈಟ್, ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಚಲೋ ತನಕ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡಿಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಕುಡಿಯೋದು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ರೊಕ್ಕ ಗಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಬಡವರು ಅದೀವಂತ ಸಾಯೋತನ ಕುಡಿದು ಸಾಯ್ತಾರೆ. 1-2 ದಿನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, 6 ದಿನ ಕುಡಿದು ಸಾಯ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆತ್ರಿ ಇದರಿಂದ? ಡಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೋಸ್? ನೋ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಟು ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. This is what extinguished democracy from other governments. This is how we can distinguish democracy from other types of the governments. Monarchy, dictatorship or one party rule do not require all citizens to take part in politics. So monarchy means kingship, dictatorship means one person or one party rule. It is in China. It does not require the opinions of all the citizens who are going to take part in that politics. So it doesn't considers the opinion of all the people. ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲರಿ. ರೈಟ್, ಒನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಿಂಗ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಅವನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ಸಿಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕದು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಾರ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೈತಿ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಎದ್ರಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅದಾರ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸೇವೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೂ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ರೈಟ್. In fact, most non-democratic governments would like citizens not to take part in politics. So most of the governments, they are interested, they are thinking that people should not take part in the politics ನಾಗ ಜನ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ ಭಾಳ ಮಂದಿ ಅದಾರ. ಬಟ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ನಾವು ಈಗ ಮುದ್ಗೊಳ್ನಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ರೋಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಚಾಲು ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸುಮ್ಮ ಕೂತ್ವಿ ತಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೂ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾತ್ರಿ, ರಸ್ತೆ ಅಗಲೀಕರಣ ಆಯ್ತು, ರಸ್ತೆದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ರೈಟ್, ರಸ್ತೆ ಅಗಲೀಕರಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಸ್ತೆಗಳನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮಾಡಿದರು. They increased the size of the roads. The quality of the roads got improved. You have seen, ನೀವು ಸೈನಿಕತನ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರೋಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ರೀ, ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೊಲಸಿತ್ತು, ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಕೂಟಿಗಳು ಪಂಚರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ವು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ನಾವೇ 2 ಸಲ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದವು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲ ಕೈಯ ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಫೇಸ್ಡ್. ನೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ there is such a good road that we cannot have any. There is no problem in it. We are feeling safe to ride on such roads. But ಮೊದಲು ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್. ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಬಿದ್ವಿ, ಕಾಲು ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಕೈ ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಟೈಮ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಕೈಯ ಕಾಲ ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಆನ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಹೌ? ವೆನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟೆಡ್, took active political participation, made them MLAs to come to know about our problems. ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. We started the struggle, we started the movement, we started the protests. ಹೌದಿಲ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಗಿದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಮೈಕ್ನಾಗ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ saw the good quality of the roads. This only in a democracy, if the country has to get developed, who has to raise the voice? It is the people who has to raise the voice. If you sit quiet in homes, nothing, you cannot see any development. If you really want to see the development, you have to raise your voice. ಮೈಕ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್. ಮೈಕ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡಕತ್ರ, ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ರ, ತಾಸುಗಟ್ಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ರ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕುಂತರು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಗಾಡಿನೂ ಓಡಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ saw the development. ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನ ಸುಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡ್ತಾರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಚಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್. ಲೀವ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 days. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲೀವ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಮದುವೆ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ರಜೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಜೆ ಹಾಕತ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. 2 ದಿನ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 2 ದಿನ ರಜೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ಸ್, ಸೇಫ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಗುಡ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್, ಅಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಡಿಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬದಲಿ ಅಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಗಿಡ ನೆಡ್ರಿ. ಸಾಯನಿಕೇತನ್ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡ ಹೌ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, calm environment, peaceful environment. That same environment you will see before your houses also. Start planting the trees, 2 trees, 3 trees you plant before your home. You see the same environment, greenery will be there, afforestation will be there, you will have a good rainfall, right? And you, during the summer season, you know this is the North Karnataka, how will be the hot season? Very very hot, scratchy, right? And tanning of the skin is happening. So if you plant the trees, how it will be? It will be very peaceful, calm, good environment, green environment. You will be very happy to see that. So children, this is the end of your first chapter in the democracy, right? Why democracy, right? Solve all exercise question answers, right? And solve this one also, right? This exercises also you solve. Sit and write in your single line book. Okay children, thank you.